Hello, everyone, and welcome to this interview of the third workshop at Autumn 2020. In this interview, we are going to talk to our tutor Adnan Makda, who is here with us. And just like in the previous videos, we have talked about the previous workshops in which Adnan has explained in detail as to what all are the content that he is going to cover and what all are the different exercises that he is going to give. Similarly, in this workshop, we will talk about, in this interview, we are going to talk about the third workshop, which is Grasshopper as Design Driver. In the autumn 2020, we are essentially offering three workshops which are titled as Grasshopper as a Tool, which is meant for the beginners who don't know anything about Rhino and Grasshopper. The second workshop is titled as Grasshopper as Design Assistant, which is for the intermediate learning, which is one step in the direction of, let's say, the artificial intelligence in design. And the third workshop, which is what we are going to talk about today, is titled as Grasshopper as Design Driver. And Adnan will explain to us what all are the content that he's going to cover in this workshop. Uh, Before I hand it over to Adnan, I'll just like to introduce Adnan. Adnan has completed architecture from CEPT University. He has a special interest in combining technology with architecture. He is currently running a startup known as Architect that focuses on applying artificial intelligence to architecture. For his research, he is currently associated with Google AI. Adnan has done his internship from the prestigious Renzo Piano Building Workshop, and he has also won many academic awards such as Ultratech Building for Billion and Kohler Student Award. Adnan, welcome in this interview. And can you just briefly tell us what all are the things that we are going to cover in this third workshop, which is titled as Grasshopper as Design Driver?
Yes, so basically the third workshop is, as you have rightly said, a bit advanced workshop. In this workshop, what we'll be doing is we'll start with first learning Python. The reason why we need to learn Python is because it will help us script AI algorithms with Grasshopper. So we'll start with a basic learning of Python. Then we'll use machine learning plugins like Lunchbox ML with Grasshopper so that we have a basic understanding of how AI works with design, right? I'll be talking about theories in AI. We'll talk about some of the algorithms that are there in AI which we can use in design. And then once we have used Lunchbox ML, we'll then create a plugin of our own using Python with Grasshopper. And once we have created this plugin of our own, we'll see how we can use this in design. So we'll be creating multiple problems and we'll be solving all those problems with AI. And then the end part, in the last part of the workshop, whatever design we have generated, we'll be taking that design to Revit so that we can produce working drawings with it. And for this, we'll use Rhino inside Revit. Plus, we'll also cover human UI plugin. And the reason why we use this plugin is to create a nice interface on top of Rhino, Grasshopper, and Revit, such that we have a platform of our own. And yes, that's the brief of how will we go about the workshop.
So, in a way, what we are talking about in this workshop is the role of art, what role an artificial intelligence can play in the design processes. So, who all can attend this workshop? Who all do you think will benefit by attending this workshop?
So again, this workshop largely focuses on design, right? Interior designer, architects, structural designers, engineers, that particular domain. So, for example, if you are from a structural design background, you can use AI for optimizing structures. You can find out best possible structures. You can find out how you will reduce materials and all of that. So you can use AI for that. If you are an architect, you can use AI algorithms for say space planning, plan generation, 3D generation, creating 2D drawings, creating working drawings, rendering, all of those, right? You are say from an interior design background, you can use AI algorithms for creating furniture. right? So it covers basically the design domain. That's the focus for this workshop.
Okay. Why is the Grasshopper such an important software when we talk about artificial intelligence in design and architecture?
So again, Grasshopper is just one of the visual scripting tool we have, right? We have Dynamo for Revit, we have Shutterstock for Blender. So there are a lot of visual scripting environments with us. The reason why Grasshopper is main focus over here is because it supports Python 3. If you are using AI algorithm, you will need multiple libraries. We'll talk about all of this in workshop, what are libraries and how they work. But basically, you need Python 3 for working with AI libraries like TensorFlow or PyTorch or something like that. Now, as of now, very recently, last week or so, Dynamo has started supporting Python 3. But until now, it was only possible with Grasshopper. Moreover, Grasshopper has a lot of plugins which other visual scripting platforms don't have, right? And there is no point of reinventing the wheel. Hence, Grasshopper is of great importance when we are talking about AI algorithms and in design or something like that. So the flexibility, the amount of plugins that it has, plus it supports Python 3. Hence, it becomes very essential to learn Grasshopper well by, when you are working with AI in design.
Yeah. Uh, can you give us an example, like uh, f- for the kind of, let's say, the algorithms that you are going to talk about in this workshop, or let's say in a real life scenario, how can this algorithms be applied, or how can they be useful?
So we'll be doing two scripts in our workshop. One of them will be generation of a house using AI algorithms, right? So a user will give his or her requirements in terms of areas, the amount of light, what is the spatial quality that he or she wants, what is the space syntax and all of that. In those terms, they'll give the input. And AI algorithm will generate a house for them. In the second script, we'll be doing a furniture. So for it, we'll be doing a very simple script of generating a chair, but a user will give inputs like the comfort level that he wants, the angle of inclination and all of that, the material that he or she wants to use, and based on that, we'll be creating a furniture piece, a chair. So basically, we'll be dealing with both the skills in this workshop.
Okay. So, yeah, in a way, basically, what we are talking about in this workshop is the, like, we have been using computer as just as a passive tool. Uh, we use it for, let's say, drafting. We use it for making rendering views and things like that. But when we talk about things like artificial intelligence in design, we are going a step beyond that process, and we are saying that no, we can use the computer and we can use the computing as as a part of the design process, and
Yes,
not just as a passive tool which can be used for drafting or for rendering, and with based on certain parameters, how you can create multiple options, and you can put the computer to some kind of a productive usage. I think essentially that is what we are talking about when we talk about artificial intelligence in, let's say, design. Am I correct?
yes, very true. So basically, the name of the three workshops that we are taking defines that. So in the first workshop, which is the beginner's workshop, we have given a name which is like Grasshopper as a tool. What we mean over there is that you are just using Grasshopper and Rhino as a tool, right? You have a design aspect in your mind, and you just want to kind of represent them or check whether how what you are thinking makes sense or something like that. And hence, you are using Rhino and Grasshopper as just a tool. In the second workshop, where we are using genetic algorithms, what you are using Rhino and Grasshopper is it's an assistant of yours. So you have a design in mind, and it's helping you to create various options, and then you select few best options, right? And then you fine tune them and everything like that. So Grasshopper and Rhino is an assistant to you. In the third workshop, where we are talking about AI, basically you are just defining a larger logic, and then you are allowing Rhino and Grasshopper to create design, right?
Yes.
So then it's known as Grasshopper as a design driver, because it's Grasshopper which is actually driving the design, and you are taking the back seat. while designing the logic.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
I think that that sounds interesting to me. I one question which I have is that how does Revit fit in this entire process, in this entire workflow? How are we going to explore Revit, and how are we going to exactly use it?
The reason why Revit is very essential again is because at the end of the day we want that whatever we are designing is constructed, right? And Revit helps us create 2D drawings and beam models easily. So what we'll be doing is whatever output that we are getting from Grasshopper, we'll use Rhino inside Revit, a plugin which will enable us to transfer Grasshopper geometries to Revit, such that once we have geometries into Revit and it's a beam model, we can start using that beam model for various purposes in construction, right? Hence, Revit is of great importance.
So, as a kind of a final step in this journey,
Yes.
we will use Revit in order to make sure that how the outcomes that have been generated from these algorithms can be put in terms of a practice through in terms of drawing and other production
Yes.
capacities. Uh, how exactly are we going to conduct this workshop? Apart from it's going to be conducted on Zoom sessions. So apart from the lectures that you are going to give, are there also going to be some exercises, some tutorials that the participants will have to go through? Can you just briefly explain about that part?
Yes, sure. So the way we are going to conduct this workshop is that in the initial part, we'll be just learning some tools like Python, some plugins here and there, our lunchbox. And so in those first few days, each participant will have a short exercise which they'll have to do. Once we have introduced AI algorithms, we'll be doing two examples of AI scripting in design as a part of our course in classwork. Each participant will be also doing an assignment of their own, which is a long-term assignment, right? Which will go throughout the workshop. If they have doubts in those assignments, they can approach me anytime. Plus, we'll be also keeping a half an hour or a 15-minute session before the actual session for just doubt solving. And that's the way we are going to conduct this work.
Yeah. So participants will learn by dealing real life
Yes.
design problems and writing their own scripts and not just the lectures. I think that's that sounds okay to me. That's a very interesting idea here. And if I don't know anything about Rhino or Grasshopper, basically what it means is that I should start with Grasshopper as a tool where I learn the basics of Rhino and Grasshopper, and then I should move on to the next workshop, which is Grasshopper as Design Assistant. And if I already know the basics of Rhino and Grasshopper, then it is okay for me that if I straight away jump to this particular workshop and I attend this workshop only. So, Adnan, thank you very much. I think this cleared a lot of doubts that maybe a lot of participants who are willing to attend this workshop. Uh, what I would just like to summarize here by saying that all these three workshops that we have talked about, we have conducted previously interviews with Adnan for the other two workshops also, and you can go to our Facebook page, you can go to our website, and you can see all those videos over there. We have talked about all these workshops at length in those interviews, and the content has been covered very extensively. All these three workshops are open for registration. You can go to our website www.archidiaries.com, and under the workshops section you can register for whichever workshop that you are comfortable with. And as I said, if you are a beginner, you should start with the first workshop, which is Grasshopper as a tool, and then you can move on to the other workshops. So um, with that, I would like to conclude here, and I would like to welcome all the people who are willing to register uh, in this uh, in these autumn 2020 workshops. Adnan, thank you again, and
Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
all those people who have joined with us.